Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the installment of Scott's Selections here for Monday, March 15th. Before getting today's play, that a quick recap of what happened yesterday. We pick up a nice, easy winner with Colgate minus 9.5 and minus 110 on DraftKings in the Patriot League title game against Loyola, Maryland. And in that game, pretty much went exactly the way I thought it would. Colgate ended up going up tempo. Loyola's defense had no answers, and Colgate ended up scoring 80-plus points and won by double digits. So a nice, easy winner there on Sunday. We'll look for another winner here on Monday. However, as all of you know, Selection Sunday was yesterday, which means that there was no college basketball for the next couple of days. So for that reason, we're going to be looking at the NBA. And for this matchup, or for this play that air, we're going to be looking at a matchup between the Kings and the Hornets. And the play that is going to be on the home team here, we like the Hornets minus 3 and minus 110 on BetMGM at time of recording of 1:58 a.m. Eastern Time. A couple reasons why I like the Hornets in this spot. First of all, Charlotte has been the much better team so far this season. Sacramento is 15-23 overall, and Charlotte is 19-18, and Sacramento's also been terrible on the road. 6-11 in opposing arenas, where Charlotte is 11-8 at home. Meanwhile, if you look at the recent results for these teams, in either Charlotte's case, its own home stadium, and in Sacramento's case, opposing stadiums, Sacramento's been awful. Charlotte's been really good. Sacramento has lost 6 of its last 7 road games, whereas Charlotte has won 6 of its last 7 home games. Now, looking at the main difference between these teams, it is on defense. Charlotte has been a pretty average defensive team this season, ranked 16th in defensive efficiency. Meanwhile, Sacramento ranks dead last in the league at 30th. In addition, it's on pace to be one of the worst defenses in the history of the sport. So there's a massive mismatch there in terms of defensive quality. And Sacramento, looking at some recent results to showcase how bad the defense is, has allowed at least 120 points in 4 of its last 5 games, including a matchup against the Lakers in which LeBron and AD didn't play. Still gave up 120 points in that game to an offense led by Kyle Kuzma and Schroeder. So that tells all you need to know about how bad Sacramento's defense is. Meanwhile, Charlotte's defense, despite being average this season, has actually been really good over the last couple of games. Charlotte is allowing less than 105 points in each of the last 3 games. So Charlotte seems to have found something with LaMelo in the starting lineup, defensively in particular. And this team really has buckled down and needs to get some stops late in games. And Sacramento is just unable to do that. And Sacramento needs to win in a track meet and needs to simply outscore its opponent because it's not going to get many stops. But looking at the previous meeting this season, Charlotte ended up winning that game on the road as a 3.5-point underdog, and that took place on February 28th. So Charlotte has already gotten the better of the Sacramento team. And if you want to talk about mismatches, I think that anytime that you have Walton on the sidelines, you have a serious disadvantage because I think Luke Walton is arguably the worst coach of the entire league. He probably should have been fired already. I think he would have been fired if they didn't end up beating the Pistons and end up getting a matchup against the Lakers without LeBron playing. I think that Walton should have been fired already. This team is really just a disaster. And if you look at how this team has played on the road lately and how Charlotte's played at home lately, I just think that this game has potential to turn into a little bit of a one-sided affair. If Sacramento falls behind early, this isn't exactly a team that is known for rallying, for comebacks. This team kind of just falls apart. And I think is somewhat expected that if Charlotte gets out to a big lead, Sacramento will fold. And for that reason, the play of the day once again here for Monday, March 15th is going to be on Charlotte, minus 3 at minus 110 on BetMGM. That's been Solomon Scott. So I can go to all of you and respect the best today. Bye, everyone.